반갑습니다, 여러분. 자, 오늘은 인터뷰 비디오 시간이야. 근데 오늘은 간만에 하버드 학생 한 명을 초대를 했습니다. 근데 하면서 내가 뿌듯하고 느끼는 바가 되게 많은 그런 시간들이 되는 거거든. 근데 그 중에서도 더더더 이분은 진짜로 좀 이렇게 피가 되고 살이 되고 하는 게 되게 많은 것 같아요. 근데 이 학생 여러분들이 비디오를 볼 때는 나랑 비슷한 면이 있는데 하버드 학생 이렇지만 생각보다 친근하고 생각보다 그냥 평범하네, 그냥 나랑 비슷한 것 같은데 하는, 자, 그렇지만 또 어떤 면에서는 프로다운 어른스러운, 이거 공부 잘하는 일 잘하는 사람의 뭔가 그 근성이 느껴지는 그런 말투가 툭툭 나온단 말이야. 몸에 배어 있더라. 그거를 한번 같이 오늘 좀 들어보면서 여러분들도 약간씩 좀 뭔가 느끼는 꿈뚝꿈뚝 나도 될 수 있겠는데 하는 그거를 좀 우리가 느꼈으면 좋겠다. 한번 들어보자. 출발. Hi. Let's start off with the first question. Please introduce yourself. What school do you go to? What do you study in college?
Alrighty, hi, I'm Grace Kim. I attend Harvard University, and currently I'm studying government with a secondary in statistics.
Cool. This is odd question. I never really like this question, but what do you like best about your college?
I think what I like best is like the people that I'm meeting. Everyone that I meet is like very cool, unique, and like everyone has their own individual talent, and I'm just like constantly amazed by like everything that the people there can do.
Cool. Right. Next question. Back in high school, how many colleges did you apply to? What were the schools you were accepted to?
So I ended up applying to like 6 colleges. I applied to University of Florida, FSU, that's Florida State University, the University of Michigan, University of South California, Emory, and Harvard. And after I got into Harvard, I withdrew all of my other applications. So I only got accepted to Harvard, but I applied to those other places as well.
How did Emory happen at the same time Harvard happened?
There's like a special program, same with like USC as well, where it's like if you apply earlier, you are like considered for financial
merit
aid.
scholarship.
Yeah, for merit scholarship.
But you technically you applied as regular decision though.
Same with but the other UF and FSU, the 2 state schools, they only had one admission cycle.
Right. Okay.
Yeah.
Gotcha. I'm just gonna ask you this question again. Which school did you apply as early decision or early actions?
So early I applied to Harvard and also technically University of Michigan.
Okay, but you never heard back from Michigan because
Yeah, I never heard back from Michigan.
Tell us a little bit about your high school.
All right, so I went to a public gifted magnet school in Florida. So like it's like you have to pass an IQ test and like some academic tests to get in, and then once you're in, you have to like get a certain GPA to stay at the school.
Sounds very unique.
Yeah, it was.
IQ test, like, is that like something that they do when students apply, or is it just a regular thing that they check up on your IQ every year or so?
It's just like a one-time thing before you like get into school. Yeah.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Interesting. 막간을 이용해가지고 잠깐만 우리 회사 프로그램 얘기만 하고 넘어요. 이 선생님도 우리 회사 멘토링 프로그램에서 칼리지 레프레젠테티브로 우리 멘토링 프로그램 내 학생들과 만나서 같이 회의를 하고 웨비나를 하고 공부 어떻게 하니 뭐 본인 소개도 하고 얘기를 했던 선생님은 아니구나, 사람 중에 한 명이야. 이게 다달이 한 번씩 만나잖아. 그리고 또 이제 멘토링 프로그램 하는 학생들 중에 기본 프로그램으로 주로 등록을 해서 운영을 하지만은 이제 나를 앤디쌤을 따로 관리를 하는 앤디쌤과 이제 따로 매니저로 지정을 하는 경우가 있단 말이야. 그래서 참고로 한 학기에 5명밖에 레지스터를 못 받아. 내가 원래 내가 주로 칼리지 앱이나 다른 일들을 해야 되니까 시차가 다 저기 중구난방되니까 내가 집에서 한국 시간 저녁 밤 시간에 할 수밖에 없더라고. 우리 딸내미 방에 들어와서 줌을 켜고 시작을 해보자. 오늘의 주제는 노트 테이킹이야. 어떤 방법으로 노트를 테이킹을 하고 있는지 학생들에게 얘기를 들어보고 또 내가 추천하는 방법 설명을 좀 하는 프레젠테이션을 만들었거든. Did your high school rank students? If yes, what was your ranking like?
Our school didn't rank any students.
What in percentile wise? Like, do you have a sort of an idea like where you were back in high school? Like, were you top 3%, 5%? Do you have a rough idea?
GPA wise, I
Yep.
think like I had the highest GPA of like the applicant pool just because like from like the like my friends that I talked to and everything, they were all like really competitive students and like I higher than them, but it was so marginal. It was like such a small amount. And that's also just like that's because when they sent out like the high school profile, they sent it to me too. And I saw like the percentiles for like the score. And I don't remember, but I remember mine was like either like the highest or like up there.
Okay.
But that was for for weighted GPA. For unweighted, I don't really know because they didn't do anything with unweighted.
Okay. Makes sense. High school, this sort of high school, magnet school, don't rank students because everybody there is so smart, so competitive. It's pointless
Yeah.
they rank anybody there.
Mhm.
So you just explained it. So we're gonna skip this GPA thing, sort of answer that already. What about AP courses? How many APs did you take in high school now? 예전에 이 채널에서 검색을 하면은 이분의 오빠도 나와. 오빠 예일대학교 다니고 있는 오빠는 같은 고등학교 나오셨어 둘 다. 그래서 오빠는 예일 가고 동생은 하버드 가버리고 내 두 사람한테다가 여기 편집에다가는 안 했지만은 얘기한 게 그냥 어머니 아버님을 모셔서 두 분을 인터뷰를 하고 싶다라고 얘기를 했다니까. 아니 도대체 어떻게 키우는 거야? 우리 집에도 남자애 하나 여자애 하나 있는데 나를 좀 가르쳐줘. 아기 때 어떻게 했길래 이 마인드셋이 그리고 두 친구 다 뭔가 뭐라 그러지? 되게 내가 다가가고 싶어. 내가 좀 친하게 지내고 싶은 그 사람을 끄는 뭔가 매력이 있는. 그러니까 공부를 잘한다, 일을 잘한다. 이걸 둘째치고 사람이 좀 긍정적이야. 뭔가 좀 내 옆에 두고 싶은 그런 끌림이 있는 사람들 있잖아. 뭔가가 그게 너무 부럽더라. 진짜 대단한 젊은이들. 계속 연결해서 비디오 봐보자. How many AP exams did you put down on paper?
The max that you can put is 15, so I put 15.
Okay. You took
Yeah,
all
they don't let you put
15 by the time you apply to college.
so there's like an option to put like you haven't taken the test yet because it's a current class.
Future plans, right.
Yeah. So what I did was I didn't put like I put all these tests that I got 5s and 4s on,
Mhm.
and then there's like and then I put the classes that I thought were like most related to my major.
Okay.
So I ended up taking off 3 of them, and I don't remember which 3 they were, but I took 3 of them off.
Okay. That makes sense. Right. What about SAT and ACT? What were your scores like?
I only took the SAT and I got a 1520 super scored. It was a 770 on math and 750 on reading.
Okay, gotcha. Makes sense.
Mhm.
Next question. What about recommendation letters? What subject teachers did you receive recommendation letters from and why?
I got a rec letter from one of my teachers who was my calc teacher in junior year, and then he was my AP research teacher my senior year, and he gave me a rec letter because he was my teacher for 2 years, so he like knew me pretty well. He also taught my brother who was older than me, and I know that he wrote him a pretty good rec letter, and he really likes me and my brother, so I thought he would write me a good rec letter. Um, he like really liked my brother, so like he liked me less than he liked my brother, but I knew that he'd write me a good rec letter because he like
Okay.
really loved my brother. So I was like, he's gonna write me a good rec letter. So he was one of my rec letters, and then my other rec letter was my AP seminar teacher from junior year. Which because I wanted to do like a math teacher and an English teacher kind of.
Yep.
But I did not take like an English course like at school. I took AP Lang on FLVS like for the virtual school, like in addition to like my other classes.
Okay.
마이너스 될 거예요. 절대 안 쓰는 게 나을 것 같아요. 좀 나쁘게 말하면 구질구질해 보이는 거죠. 내가 너무 없어 보이는 거죠. 이렇게 되면은 얻는 게 없을 것 같습니다.
Life goes up and it goes down. I know my mom taught me that. I figured why we fool around.
The seminar teacher, she was taking a leave of absence my senior year, so I knew she had a lot of free time. So I was like, and she really liked me too. So I was like, she's not busy, so why not? She was also like a new teacher at my school, so I knew that a lot of students wouldn't be asking for rec letters because I thought like if she was writing a rec letter for like everyone, she'd be super busy. But
What about college guidance teacher? Were you close to that teacher too?
Mr. Bergman was our college counselor, and I was not personally close with him, but he liked me because my brother did well on college applications.
Mhm.
So he thought that I would do well too, I guess. So he like liked me because of that. Like he was really nice to me all the time. But it was like strange because it was like before I had even met him, it was like my first meeting with him, and he was acting like we were like really close, but he was like he's like pretty nice. He's a good guy, and he wrote I think he wrote me a good direct letter.
Okay, makes sense. Gotcha. Let's move on.
Okay.
What about extracurricular activities? What kind of extracurricular activities did you do back in high school? Please tell us about best 3 activities that you did.
Alrighty, so I was applying to be a government major. So the 3 that I put as like my best were speech and debate, and then I did a political internship with like a Florida House representative, and I was a legislative and financial intern, and then I also was like a member of like student government for 4 years in high school.
Hey, wait a minute. The second thing you just mentioned, how did you get that opportunity in the first place? Can I ask?
Yeah, so it was actually it's different. I know it's like a lot harder for other people to get these because like a lot of like people don't want to work with like high school students. I was just really lucky that my local representative was just like very active. She really liked working with high schoolers. So there was like a solid like maybe always like 5 to like maybe 7 kids from my high school that were interning with her at the time because she just like really liked working with us. A lot of them came and went. So like I was like one of the people that were just like there the longest. But she was like really open to like letting students intern with her, and we would just like do like legislative research and like phone bank and things like that. It was really easy. I just like called her and I was like, can I intern with you guys? And they were like, yeah, come in for an interview. And then during the interview, they were like, when do you want to start?
자, 여러분, 요런 비디오들을 보면서 나도 할 수 있겠는데 라는 생각을 계속 해야 돼. 이 마인드 컨트롤을 해야 돼. 이게 그냥 평범하구나. 그런데도 하버드를 다니는구나. 아, 저렇게 준비하니까 되는구나. 그냥 every day, every week hustling 하면서 열심히 살고 매일마다 차근차근 일을 하는 나 자신과의 좀 어떤 성실함과 꾸준함 요런 것만 지켜주면은 될 수 있겠는데 라고 나는 느꼈거든. 여러분들도 같이 좀 느끼면서 이런 비디오를 봤으면 좋겠고, 채널의 재생 목록 여러분들 알겠지만 그 앞에 것들 한 20개 넘게가 더 있어. 그러니까 그것도 계속 이렇게 찾아가면서 보면은 꼭 특정 학교 어디를 가고 싶다가 아니라 그냥 보면서 뭔가 이렇게 느끼는 거야. 조금 내가 공부가 조금 다운되거나 슬로우다운하거나 내가 자꾸만 잡생각이 드는, 나 마음은 이쪽으로 가고 싶은데 근데 조금 이렇게 좀 내가 느슨해지는 것 같다 할 때는 이런 비디오들을 때려주는 거지. 그러면은 이제 쫙쫙 와서 나의 1년 후, 나의 2년 후의 모습. 그때 가서는 내가 앤디 선생한테 연락해서 이 비디오에 나와야지. 요 하런 것. 난 그렇게 했으면 좋겠어. 이 비디오를 보고 컸던 분들이, 그러니까 예전에 우리 학원을 다니고 뭐 나하고 원서를 쓰고 했던 사람들이 지금 대학을 다니면서 이 비디오 찍을 때 뿌듯한 것도 있지만 사실 일을 열심히 해야겠다라고 느낀 보람도 있고 부러움도 있고. 여러분 젊은 학생 여러분들을 보면 나는 진짜 우리 어른들이 얘기하잖아. 그 시절이 좋은 거라고. 진짜 맞거든. 너무 좋은 시기를 여러분들이 살고 있는 거야. 그걸 하고 있는 여러분들은 그렇게 생각을 안 하겠지만 넘어가자. 코넬 노트 테이킹을 해서
어차피 비디오를 녹화할 선생님이 월요일 날 나와서 업로드해서 코넬 노트 테이킹이라고 들어본 사람. 요즘에는 대학교, 니네 학교, 고등학교들은 없어. 칸을 나누는데 1번 칸 보이지? Because of that.
자, 쌤은 또 다음 비디오 시간에 좋은 정보들 가지고 올 테니까는 이런 비디오들도 가끔 보면서 여러분들 좀 기운을 내라는 취지였어. 기운 내시고 또 공부 열심히 하고 다음 비디오에서 만나. 선생님 갈게. 바이바이.